Hello, my beauties. Hello, my friends. How are you? How are you? Come in. Come in. Take a breath. Sit down. So, on your healing journey, how's it going? How is it going? Because the stamina that is required to consistently stay on the path of healing is not for the weak. So, kudos to you. Many, many deep bows to you because there's a reason why so many of us so often go for the easiest thing. We go for the lower vibration response because the things that require our best are difficult. They are challenging. It's not true to our nature to reach for things that give us discomfort. And in this world of easy access to everything, to comfortableness wherever we are, it's why I hate people, or excuse me, which is why I hate when people wear Crocs at the airport. I don't like Crocs in general, but I especially don't like them in the airport because I just am like, how much more comfortable do you need to be outside your home? But that is my own trauma with I'm dealing with. So it is challenging, though. It is not easy. It is not for the weak minded, the weak in heart, the weak in spirit to endeavor on a path of healing. So, congratulations to you. I will say, though, you must figure out a way to learn to enjoy swimming in the deep. And this is a metaphor for the life you are attempting to cultivate. When you are on a healing journey, you're not swimming, you're not just wading in the water, so to speak. You're not just paddling around. You are jumping into the depths of consciousness, the depths of humanity itself to unearth all of these traumas that we have carried for generations and generations and generations. And that is not easy. That is not an easy feat to do, which is why so many of us are so hard on ourselves when we make mistakes and we fall off the path or we stray from our alignment, because it takes so much stamina and so much power to stay focused on the things that are going to bring about our peace. Because everything outside of us could be interpreted as chaos. But when I tell you that the more you cultivate peace within your mind, peace within your life, peace around you, the more peace you will just have. You will experience it. You will see it. It will just become a part of your daily life to see the things that you are practicing. You know, I don't know how many times I have had interactions with animals. I have had very spiritual interactions with animals. Animals will come right up to me, hummingbirds specifically, butterflies all the time, ladybugs. I have ladybugs land on me literally all the time. I have hummingbirds come and they will circle me and will come and hover right in my face. I find money all the time. I literally find money all the time in all denomination. I found $100 bills. I found nickels, quarters, and I appreciate everything that I find in any denomination. Obviously, if I see somebody drop it, I'm not just gonna okay, that's mine. But if there's nobody around, yes, that is a gift for me, and I'm very grateful to it. So when you are cultivating a path of growth and of abundance, that is what you're going to experience in the world when you are actively swimming in the deep. of your consciousness and unearthing these things, that is what you are going to experience out in the world. And I don't know for you, but I know for myself, now I've gotten to the point where I don't want to have small talk. I don't feel comfortable having little like, okay, how's the weather kind of talk with people, because I'm so in love with the depths of myself, with the depths of life, that now I look for it, I seek it, and I do that in my daily interactions with people regularly. And it's another thing that happens all the time. People will just approach me and talk to me about things that are very personal to them. It happens all the time, and it's happened for years. For years, people have told me, there's something just familiar about you. I feel like I could talk to you about anything. And it used to make me feel uncomfortable, but now I really take it as a blessing, because these people really need a safe space to land, because we are going through so many things in our lives. We really do need a hand to hold. All of us need that. And if I can provide that to someone, that is my honor, that is my privilege, that is my blessing, that is my gift. And what are gifts meant for? Gifts are meant to give. Gifts are meant to share. We're not just having these gifts to hold on to. We are meant to share them. So when you are healing, when you are on a path of consciousness, don't be surprised if you are finding things, oh, that's strange, that person just kind of called me, or oh, that's strange, I just happened to get that thing that I wanted. These are signs that the universe is communicating to you. Keep going. You are on a correct path. Keep going. But being aware of it and learning how to listen to it and learning how to trust it, that is our work. And it doesn't require much practice. Healing and leveling up our consciousness is not this kind of, arduous process of like, oh my gosh, I have to like commit myself to living like a monk for the next 6 years to find enlightenment. No, it is not that at all. One of my goals, is to empower people to understand that it only takes one moment of clarity, it only takes one moment of presence to create the momentum that will take you on the path of true healing, of true awakening. Because if you can do it one time, trust and believe you can do it again and again. Anything that you have demonstrated that you can do once, you can do again. And that's either positively or negatively. And understand that the universe does not give you things that you cannot handle. Again, positively or negatively. I had a friend show up in my life years ago, almost 10 years ago. And I was living in Los Angeles at the time, and he worked for a record company, Sony, I believe, and he was one of the producers, one of the staff producers on Sony Records. And I remember we met on the train, and I saw him out of the corner of my eye, and I literally remember thinking, oh gosh, I have to be careful. This guy is like unhoused. And sometimes, depending on the time of day, they can be a little more overzealous with the things that they say or the things that they do. He was not. He was definitely not unhoused. But he approached me and he told me, how beautiful he thought I was, and how, he wanted to work with me and all of these things. And it developed into a friendship / situationship / whatever for the next 10 years. At the time, though, I was not in a space in my consciousness to receive the gifts that he was attempting to give me. I just was not ready for it. I was not ready to handle all of the abundance which he was attempting to show to me. And I remember there was a time, a few years after we had met, that he was originally from New York, but we met in California. And so when he would come to LA, I would drive him around on his errands, which I didn't mind because we could spend the day together. We could see Los Angeles, and it was wonderful. So he told me that he wanted to see this house that he was thinking about purchasing. So as we're going into the neighborhood that he is, that we're seeing the house in, I'm thinking to myself, oh, okay, this is like a nice neighborhood. This is a nice house. Cut to, we get to the house, and it's this mansion that is overlooking the entire all of Los Angeles. And it is 3 levels with an elevator, multiple rooms, this big living space, and it is this huge home. And I remember thinking at the time, like, wow, this must be a part of my I have to be in a space where I am able to receive this at some level. Otherwise, I would not be here. You would not be wherever you are if it wasn't meant for you. It's meant for you because you are experiencing it, period. That's the deepest it has to go. But again, I had not been actively practicing emptying my container and filling it up at the same time. We live in a constant flow of emptying and filling, a duality of sorts, because although I have so many gifts to give, I'm only able to give those gifts because I am constantly giving the things that I have away. How do you express that you are ready and you are able to receive abundance? It's because it is measured by the capacity of which you give it away. When things are of importance to you and you feel like you need to hold on so tight to them, you are communicating to the universe, oh, I don't have this thing, so I have to hold on to it. So you are communicating, I don't have it. So what are you going to get more of? I don't have. But when you are giving things away, giving your gifts away, giving the things that you know away, that communicates to the universe, oh, I need more. I want more of this thing because I have it to give. And guess what? That's what the universe is going to give you. But that was a long lesson. That was many years of trial and error that I had to get to. That this one person, this one relationship ultimately taught me is that when people show up that you are not ready for, that you feel like you are not ready for, it is that time to create stillness, to create presence, to open yourself up to the abundance that is ours to realize and to manifest, and to be in a space of, if I don't feel ready, walk with me, help me, teach me, thank you. These little things that we communicate to the universe that lets us that tells them it, she, he, whatever it is, that yes, I acknowledge and I receive this, but help me to deepen my understanding of what this means to me. How can this further deepen my consciousness? How can this further deepen my healing? But that's a tall order. That is a tall order, especially in this country where people are just hoarding almost everything that they have. It feels like sharing almost is like this negative thing. Like people have all of these things and they just, whether they are material or not, and they just want to hoard them. They don't feel, what is the word? They want to gatekeep everything. And now it's trendy to say, oh, I'm not gatekeeping anything. Well, okay, that's cool. And that's a trendy thing to say, and that's fine. But in your real life, what are you giving away? What are you sharing? Because just as you are at a certain level in your healing and your consciousness, there is someone who is further along than you, and there is somebody that's behind you. How are you putting yourself in a place consciously to reach your arm back for that person, to pull them to where you are? How maybe even slingshot them so they can get ahead of you. I'm 42 years old, and I am so thankful that I have had the experience of being exposed to kids that are 10 years younger than me, 15 years younger than me, who just get this stuff, who just realize that we are here for abundance. We are here to create the life of our dreams. And they live that. And that is a blessing because they are a demonstration that those things are actually possible. And you don't need to have 20 years of enlightenment. You don't need to have 20 years of healing. That stuff can happen now. That stuff can happen right now. And it's your decision. There's a quote that I love from Marianne Williamson, and I don't know if she got it from the Course in Miracles, but she based her teaching on A Course in Miracles. And it's something to the effect of, when you are playing with the universe will play with you. And that is to mean, how do you expect life to take you serious if you're not taking life serious? How do you expect to get these things, whatever they are, material or otherwise, if you are not giving them the reverence which they deserve? Everybody wants to have these deep, lifelong connections, these friendships, these romantic partnerships. Are you giving them the reverence? Are you giving them the respect that they deserve? Not just when they show up, but after they show up. Not just before you are, not just when you are in a practice, but every day, putting in the work, having the stamina, creating the stamina to show reverence and respect to that thing that you said that you wanted. Because unfortunately, just as fast as these blessings can come, they can evaporate just as quickly. I'm from California, and I equate it to the tide coming and going. Just as abundantly as the water can come up on the shore, it's an equal and opposite motion that it recedes and it comes back, and it recedes and it comes back. We have to be practiced in our healing so that when we have something show up, we have a empty container to hold it. So we're not grasping at it. So we can actually hold on to it and give reverence to it. Not because it belongs to us, because it doesn't belong to us, but because we appreciate the gifts of our level of consciousness. And that is a journey of trust. That is a journey of faith. And that requires much, much stamina. So, again, take life serious. Stop playing around. We have the honor and the responsibility of being a demonstration of what is possible for humanity as a whole. I've had a meditation that I've done for years where I will be in my meditation and I will sink myself to the ground. And once I sink myself to the ground, I sink myself into the center of the earth. And I bring peace and love and joy and abundance. I bring those things so clear to my consciousness, and I bring them up and I take them down, and I bring them up and I take them down, and I spread them all around me. I spread them into my room. I spread them into my house. I spread them into my community. I spread them into the world. And I really believe that I have the capacity to do that. I have the capacity to be a demonstration and to alter the consciousness and the energetic field of places that I might never see. I might never see Nebraska. I might never see Kansas. I might never see Afghanistan. But that doesn't mean that I don't have the energetic wherewithal to cultivate a feeling of peace and abundance that it's going to take for our consciousness, our collective consciousness, to raise so we can become all that we are meant to become. Again, I am proud of you. You are doing the work, and I will see you next time. Please check out this next video. Bye for now.